battle in Game 5. What went wrong? Luka Doncic and LeBron James suffered a crushing defeat in Game 5. They had opportunities to correct their mistakes, but unfortunately they couldn't capitalize. Today we'll discuss exactly what went wrong. Right from the tip-off, the Lakers' primary issue was evident. Take Rui Hachimura for instance. He attempted a box out, but merely positioning isn't enough. You need to actively push your opponent away from the basket. Not only did they concede the rebound, but Luka also committed a careless turnover. In one particularly baffling sequence, the Lakers surrendered 4 offensive rebounds. This is Game 5 of the playoffs. A loss here means elimination. How did this team secure the 3rd seed in this conference? It's perplexing to see such a decline in their performance during the playoffs. LeBron and Rui attempted a pick and roll with LeBron driving to the basket. One would expect a pass, but instead he opted for a low percentage shot.
His first shot from 14.
Rui was a sole player showing consistent effort. When LeBron sets a screen for Austin Reeves, Gobert shifts to the center, leaving Hachimura open. Rudy rushed to close out, but Rui reacted swiftly, delivering a highlight-worthy play.
Look at how about the finish here by Hachimura over the former defender.
Again, Rui sets a screen for Luka and moved to the perimeter, exploiting the defense's focus on Doncic. Although he missed the shot, his hustle was commendable. At least someone was putting in effort.
Short right there.
Luka and Dorian Finney-Smith executed a smart play against Minnesota's defense, initiating effective ball movement. The ball returned to Rui, but his shot wasn't counted. Despite some discouragement, Rui remained undeterred. Defensively, the Lakers were disorganized. Nazareth sets a screen for Alexander Walker. LeBron signaled Austin on defensive positioning, but ultimately no one provided help defense.
Only 15 a game, he said, not giving up transition.
LeBron defensive lapses were glaring. He positioned himself too high, leaving the corner shooter wide open, and no one attempted to close out.
Randall, good start for him. In the corner, left 3.
As the first quarter concluded, the Lakers trailed by 11. Austin drove to the basket but was called for an offensive foul. While there was contact, he did shield the ball with his offhand. However, the referees had their own interpretation. Luka, seemingly frustrated, opted for a contested three-pointer earlier in the shot clock instead of running a play. Minnesota missed a shot, and despite having 3 Lakers under the basket against 1 Randall, they failed to secure the rebound.
Inside, can't finish. Randall, another offensive rebound. Alexander Walker, 3.
In a surprising turn, Luka made a defensive play, but LeBron immediately turned the ball over, leading to another Minnesota basket.
The ball taken back by Alexander Walker, crashing.
The Lakers' defense resembled a form of torture. Jared Vanderbilt seemed confused about his assignment, failing to position himself correctly against Ray. LeBron's aggressive drive resulted in a collision with Randall, which didn't end as planned.
The collision here. Oh, wow.
Dante DiVincenzo effectively created space against Rui. If you're late on a closeout, at least attempt to contest the rebound. Why are you just standing and watching? Only Gobert pursued the rebound. Were you betting against yourselves? I cannot think of another explanation, clearly. Edwards launched a three-pointer with LeBron alone under the basket. Do you think he secured the rebound? No, he did not. The Lakers tried to compensate offensively. LeBron made a strong drive and Vanderbilt capitalized while Minnesota's defense was unprepared, allowing Rui to showcase his skills.
He's 3 for 3.
Another instance highlighting Rui's effort and the referee's questionable call. Gobert held Hachimura impeding his movement, yet the foul was called on the Lakers.
Hold on, Hachimura. I don't know about that. One thing that
The Lakers shifted to more aggressive defensive strategy, inadvertently leaving Conley open. As expected, they failed to rotate and defend effectively.
In the first half, in the corner, Conley, three, took it, nice.
In the next play, Dante pushed Luka. The referee saw it but didn't call a foul. Luka, if there is no whistle, why are you on the floor? This isn't a regular season, it's a playoff. Get up and play!
The kick, DiVincenzo, ring it up!
As previously noted, the Lakers ignored their mistakes and continued making them. Passing through defenders' hands is a fundamental error, one that LeBron in his 22nd NBA season should avoid. Austin continued to fight, drawing a foul and making the basket. However, Dante retaliated against Luka with a hard foul. Was that necessary? Really? You're already winning. Why risk injuring someone?
They're going to take a look at this.
Luka exited the game with a minute left in the first half but returned later. Check this out. 2 Lakers against 3 Timberwolves under the basket. Who secured the rebound? Unbelievably, but the Lakers did. With the team pushing forward, they capitalized and Rui delivered.
Rebound for LA. James faking the three. Hachimura with the three.
Yet again, the Lakers failed to box out, allowing opponents to dominate their paint. Today, the Lakers had 37 rebounds compared to Minnesota's 54, a striking disparity. Luka continued making questionable decisions, holding the ball too long and eventually turning it over to Reid.
Here's a three. Locked down.
Dorian and Luka attempted a switch on their defenders. Dorian sets a screen, and as Reid and Edwards focused on Luka, Dorian found himself wide open.
Finney Smith for the lead.
Note Gobert positioning with Rui. He sets a screen leading to a defensive switch, but poor communication resulted in lost coverage. Julius drove into the paint effortlessly, while LeBron merely observed, showing no defensive effort. He didn't even glance at his assignment. Once more, 3 Lakers under the basket could not secure the rebound against a lone Timberwolves. To make matters worse, LeBron sustained an injury, possibly seeking an escape from this debacle.
LeBron.
James is down.
LeBron is down.
Austin remained hopeful, requesting a screen and seizing the moment to bring his team back into contention.
Minnesota wins, they win the series. 3 Reeves sticks it.
Again, the referees missed a blatant foul. LeBron made a strong move to the basket, passing to Vanderbilt, who was fouled by Gobert. No whistle. It was a clear hit to the head. What are the officials watching? The Lakers form a barrier to prevent Minnesota from grabbing the rebound. Yet the referee called a foul? Seriously? That's Dorian's 6th foul. Have you ever heard of fighting for a rebound? This game feels more like a torture than basketball. Literally. The Lakers feared Gobert so much they left Conley open on the perimeter and he made them pay.
Cuts, drives, feed, Conley, three.
Redrick is in tears. I am in tears. And LeBron... Well, it's clear. The Lakers adjusted their rotation, but doing so in the final game was too late. Adapt or go fishing. That game was a heart attack waiting to happen. Wow, I need a chill pill. See you later, guys.